Hey everybody, today we're on a different kind of job site. We're going to be working on a barn we're going to build at our property here to do some storage we need for the shop. So follow along as we build this pole barn, and we'll see you on the job site. Avoid the sound of the compressor in the background, but here we're going to be nailing in these stakes here and attaching a 2x4 across so we can set up, called a batter board, so we set up strings to know exactly where our corner posts need to be. We got this set up here for our skid steer. We're going to be using the auger on with the skid steer to dig our holes, which will make it a lot faster, hopefully. This is a compacted sandstone base we've had for 3 years, so it should be kind of maybe soft to get through. I don't know. We'll see how it digs. The auger rotation here is controlled by the right foot. Pushing on your toe spins it counterclockwise. Pushing with your heel spins it clockwise. The right joystick controls forward and back motion of the auger, and the left joystick raises and lowers the auger. We are repurposing some of these posts I've had sitting here for a couple years. They're maybe a little bit bowed, but they're not bad. They're 20 foot long, so we're cutting them off to 16 foot, which is what the new posts are that we're getting put up, so that they're not too heavy to deal with. Then we're lifting them up and putting them into holes. And then we just got that post there all leveled and plumbed with the strings and backfilled with dirt. Now we're going to set this second back corner post and then move on to the front. Well, this is the beginning of day 2. Yesterday when we started this, we ended up having rain come through. I had a bunch of visitors stop by, so just got delayed. So today we're going to be going a little bit further. I gotta go by myself today. My son's under the weather, so I'm going to be setting 2 more posts on the back wall and maybe start getting some of the boards up across there to keep it straight. But this is what we got so far. So far I've got the front 2, back 2, all the corners in, which are the heavy 6x6s. Now we're going to get going on the 4x6s, which will be lighter, and they're a couple foot shorter. What I'm going to do here, I figured it out today. I got to come 89 inches off of that post to the edge of this post. Same over there, which spaces these all out equally. So I got a Sharpie here. I'm going to measure off that post, put a mark at 89. Put a mark at 89. I know I got to go on the inside of those marks. Shouldn't be too hard. There's 89. Gotta put a little dot here. So I need to drop my auger. Let's get this thing dug out. behind me, I'll show you real quick. I ended up not filming during the week after work because for one, I was by myself struggling through this, and two, it was kind of embarrassing. So I ended up getting most of these posts set. I've got 2 left to do today in the front here, which is going to give us the garage door opening, and then we're ready to start putting the structure up and then get ready for trusses. So our pile of wood's gotten a little smaller. I'll show you here behind us. This is the trailer with the trusses on it. And here's the pile of wood we have left. So I ended up bumping this from a 32 foot long to a 48 foot long. So it actually is longer than it was originally intended to be. And so I am gonna need to get more wood probably this coming week here. Today's Saturday. So let's get on the skid steer, punch these last 2 holes in the ground, and throw the posts on the shoulder and get them in. Okay, let's see what we got here. That was the easy part. If the hole's wrong, that's the hard part. Little bit off, but not bad. When you're drilling that, if it hits any rock, it starts to veer off from where you want it, and then you end up with a hole in the wrong location, which has happened several times to me, so I'm kind of used to it. But this one doesn't look too far off. Gonna take and rake dirt back from the hole so we don't end up filling it all back in. Found that out the hard way. You don't rake that dirt back, it ends up in your hole. Trust me, I'm definitely not an expert at doing this, so don't use me as your how-to video, but that's the reason why the hole right there veered off. It's a dirty job right there. If you're interested in construction, woodworking, and cabinet making, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Thanks, and see you on the job site. Okay. What I've been doing is taking a screw, screwing it into a 2x4, and then when I set the post, I can screw that 2x4 into my post to hold it in place. That's working really well, so I'm gonna stick with that plan. There you got. Check it for level. So the bottom has to go that way. So what I do is just stick the pry bar in there, give it a little bump over. Doesn't take much. Voila. Might have already mentioned on this video, but when I built my house 3 years ago, I had this pad made here for this building at that point. And he brought in, my excavator with his bulldozer brought in, I think 8 dump trucks of sandstone and compacted this down. So this is all pretty much a stone base already. That's why you notice as the auger was going in, it was going through layers of stone and then hitting dirt. It's because it has to dig down through all the stone base before it gets to the... I know some people would prefer to fill this hole with concrete, but that's the way I've been doing it for 20 years, and I like the ability to adjust my posts as I go. And I can continue on building right away. I don't have to wait. Here, what's that tape measure on? Yeah, I need a 25 footer. Inside the door, I want 16 feet. We'll come down to the bottom here. That way.
Isn't it a 16-foot garage door?
Okay, we're at 16 foot, 1.5.
I think you want more than 16 feet?
Yeah, we want about a 1/2 inch. Oh. So all we're gonna do is wrap this in aluminum. You got your phone on you?
Yeah.
Google how big to make an opening for a 16-foot garage door.
If you're planning on getting a 16-foot wide garage door, your finished opening should be 1510 to be installed.
15 foot, 10 inches. I'm gonna bring that in 2 more inches. Okay, let's measure it again. I've got room. Well, I'll have to unscrew it and move it over. So I want to check the bottom because the further you go up, the more off it is.
Oh boy. Good?
Yep. 15 foot, 10 inches. Come up here. 15 foot, 10 inches.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much what we're going to do is start running the board around the bottom. Then we'll come up 3 feet, run a 2x4. Then we'll come up another 3 feet, run another 2x4. As you go, you just climb up on the next 2x4. Then we'll run the one around the top.
Yep. That'll get solid.
Let's grab a 2x4 and get ready to run it up across here so it holds this. Because right now we are not plumb. Put it from here up to across.
What, from this way?
The inside.
The inside, in there?
Yeah.
This thing works great. I love these little impacts.
Okay, get a screw ready up there. I have to unscrew.
You with this too.
I have to unscrew this and shove it.
Hold on. There we go. Let's put this back in. All right, you let me know.
Good. Oh, we're way out. Let me give it a little more push on it. Okay. Man, that thing almost brained me.
Pretty good.
Hold that one on that one, because that one's not That one's not level now.
No. Hold on, you ready? I'll let you know. Yep. The lines, baby.
Here you can see all the posts are up and all ready for trusses. I ended up coming up with this idea of making a truss support lift so I could get the trusses up with just me myself with the skid steer. So I took two 2x4s and sandwiched a 2x6 in the middle and put a little thumb on there so that I could lift the trusses safely. Myself here at a slight angle so that the trusses would clear the outer supports and posts. Being that the trusses are wider than the building, I need to get at an angle so that they would come up without too much interference. That's all for this video. On the next video, we'll be putting the rest of the trusses up, getting the purlins on, getting ready for steel. See you on the job site.
Please like and subscribe.